Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. Everything moving forward. Every day a surprise. Every day you have new experiences. Every day you go through new situations. Everything is happening on schedule and you are doing very well. We are just a few days away from finishing this list of prayers. I told you, don't worry, you'll have others. We will have a good road ahead. You will like. Don't forget our appointment tomorrow at 10 p.m., at 10 p.m. I ask, whoever can do it within your time zone, will be great. Just one caveat, anyone who can't do it, due to some commitment, or because they're not awake at the moment, doesn't have a problem. You will make the following movement, before doing the meditation, you will make the following decree: I move to 10 p.m. on August 8th of this year, so that I can participate in the Lion's Gate meditation, and then start the meditation. So, whoever can't do it on time, whoever can't do it in the group, will do it later by saying this decree. And this will cause you to be transferred to the time when everyone else is doing it. I will be making this transfer. So don't worry. Don't think that you will be left out of the movement, because you won't be. You will all do it, and you will be together at the same time, regardless of whether you do it at the right time or not, as long as they make this decree. The last few subjects have seemed a little repetitive, but that's because there's always something to be added. Today the topic of our prayer is the soul. We had already talked about it, in the higher self video, in the multidimensional self. It doesn't matter, there will be some other things for you to learn today. So in relation to the soul, the prayer will be as follows: My Archangel Michael, may you help my soul to walk the path of evolution. May you guide my higher self, so that it knows exactly how to deal with each of my selves. May those who still vibrate low vibrational feelings and emotions be brought to light and love, and my soul, as a whole, evolves. May I prepare myself, every day more, to ascend, and to conquer new dimensions. May you, my Archangel, guide my third-dimensional consciousness, within my soul, so that I can fully participate in this process. As already said, the topic of the day is the soul. So let's learn a few things about souls. I will not go into the merits of how souls are created here. It is not part of this teaching. My brothers, some things you will only be able to understand when you ascend. Some things, if I try to explain, will confuse your heads more than clarify them. So, it is not information that is easy to explain, and it does not even fit here, within this dimension. So, you will only know that souls are created each one with a purpose, which is evolution. Of course, souls are not created like machines, they are not created like robots, that everyone is born equal. No. Each one is born with a little something different, with different stages. Not stages of evolution, but stages of attitudes, habits. For example, you are human beings. And each of you has a way of seeing life, have different habits, has a different character. So souls are created in the same way. But they are not all the same. Then you may ask, and how is this choice made? No, there is no choice. They are just created. It is as if our Father or Mother God were, at every moment, modifying the souls that are created. There is that group of souls who are born very happy, there is that group of souls that are born a little more closed, more internalized, they have those souls that are extremely kind, there are those who are a little more skeptical. But understand, no soul is created with bad feelings. All souls come with high vibrational feelings, just with different amounts of these feelings. As the soul absorbs information from the dimensions, it adapts, either it evolves, or it stagnates, or it gets worse, because free will exists. So this is how it happens. Souls go, they incarnate. Let's take the example here of your planet, the soul incarnates, it is a product of the environment. Yes, 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 it is a product of the environment and it responds to the stimuli that the environment gives it. If she finds places that are easier to survive, she will adapt better, becoming more intelligent, smarter. If she looks for more difficult places, she sometimes becomes more angry. So that's where the feelings of low vibration appear. That's when obstacles appear for that soul. Because if she decided to incarnate, it's because she wants to evolve. So she needs to go through some lessons. Very good. You arrived on this planet, their souls were here, you lived here, a large part of you. And then the process that everyone is tired of hearing happened, in which the earth entered a cycle of atonement, as if it were a planet for you to be evolved from your own mistakes. And the wheel of samsara was created, which is the wheel of the incarnation. Then, the soul arrived, incarnated, made a series of mistakes, disincarnated. And upon disincarnation, all souls are cleared, so that you can easily understand. What does it mean to be clean? It means a survey of everything that this soul has done, good and bad. How was the evolution of the soul? Then, based on the lessons she failed to learn, or the things she provoked in herself, she commits to returning in the next incarnation, and evolving in those lessons. This would be the normal process. Then you would reincarnate, with the memory of everything you did wrong, so that it could be corrected. So, realize that this way, you would evolve very quickly, because you would remember everything you did, you would correct, and always move forward, and you would evolve. But what happens, if you are souls that evolve, how would those beings who arrived here manipulate you? Then, the wheel of incarnation took on another proportion. And then you were reincarnated, without remembering anything. Their consciences were at zero. So realize that no one evolved, because you didn't remember the mistakes that your souls already had, and made new ones. So with that you were accumulating a lot of bad things in your own soul, because each time you disembodied and your soul was cleaned up, the number of its mistakes only increased. Many of you still don't understand, and you ask yourselves, and you ask us, how do we allow this? I say again, the planet entered a cycle of atonement, entered this cycle of domination. Because, for some reasons that I have already mentioned, that you yourselves chose, for power, for arrogance. You will still learn all this. You will still learn all this. All this knowledge, all these truths, will appear to you. There's very little left. So, in this way, their souls were reincarnated, without remembering anything. And they made new mistakes, forgetting that they already had some lessons to be corrected, and created others. So, by the rule of the wheel of incarnation itself, you had to return. It was said, no, you have to go back to correct these mistakes. Yes. And then you came back. But correct what, if you didn't remember anything? If all the connection you had with your masters, with your guides, was blocked? So my brothers, we have come this far. We have reached that era, which is the era of liberation. And in this age now, you are freeing yourselves, and you will be freed. Whoever is crossing over in this moment now, the soul that is losing this physical body, in this moment now, it is being taken, evaluated, cleaned, as I said before, and in accordance with its evolution. Because even with so many mistakes, you evolved. You can see that humanity has evolved. Then your soul is cleansed, and the separation is made, whether this soul will ascend or not. According to some things, with some points that are analyzed, as I already explained to you, the light in your heart, the way this soul behaved in this incarnation. It is decided whether she will take the tram, or whether she will take the train. Yes, there are both transports for souls, too. So going back a little, the evolution of souls. As much as you have not managed to evolve, you, as souls on this planet, have evolved a lot. The very development of humanity caused you to evolve. Remember the cavemen. You didn't speak, you roared. You hunted to eat. You were few. You were cold, you were hungry. Many died because they had nowhere to live. So if you do an analysis, what do you have today? It's as if you were another planet, another race. You still make a lot of mistakes, yes, but humanity has evolved. The feelings are horrible, because evil has taken over the planet, but not all of you vibrate like that, as they would have you believe. I tell you my brothers, more than 2/3 of this planet vibrates in light. There aren't that many people. The proportion is large, I agree, but the light still prevails. Not all of you vibrate in evil, bad feelings vibrate. And then, if we reduce it, those who only vibrate evil are very few. The problem is that the vast majority, who only vibrate in evil, have strategic positions. And then it causes the suffering of those who are below its orders. This is the problem. Because he doesn't think about the people, he only thinks about himself. But that's not the focus of the matter here now. So your wings did evolve. Because of the passage of time, because of technologies. Information technology today. Your networks have allowed you to be anywhere on the planet, whenever you want. And this made our work a lot easier, because if it weren't for these means of communication, our work would be much more difficult. Because it would take much longer for our message to be spread, expanded, something that today happens in seconds. So my brothers, what stage are your souls in now? Whoever passes through this era now will no longer reincarnate in the third dimension. Not here on this planet. You can reincarnate in Tercera, in another place, not here. You who are here and are following the right path, the path of light, will ascend to the fifth dimension. The others, those who are left, will not stay on the planet. I have already explained this several times, and I am being very clear, they will not stay on the planet, neither as a human being, as a physical being, nor as a soul. They will not stay on the planet, because this planet will no longer resonate with low vibrational feelings. So whoever has them is being kindly invited to go somewhere else. So my brothers, this is where your souls are, just waiting for the moment to take that big leap, to evolve. What am I doing here with you, this whole process? We are already in the fifth procedure. What was my goal? Bring those selves of yours that are down there here, to Tercera. So most of you are already here, the lowest vibration that you have, of your souls, is the third dimension here. The majority. There are still some who are struggling, who are suffering. Why? Because yourselves, who are lower, are fighting not to go up. But they will rise. That's our job here. This is the work of this egregore of light, to bring you all to the third. All yourselves that are below, to the third. Because from here, the jump to Quinta will be much easier. No, you will not pass through the fourth, because the fourth is an ethereal dimension, it is not a physical dimension. Then you will go up exactly to the fifth. Many ask themselves, what is the first and what is the second? The first dimensions, the first and second, are dimensions of pain, of suffering, these are dimensions from which you resonate feelings that are much worse than those that are here. It's not a physical dimension either, it is an ethereal dimension. But those pieces of their souls are there, playing, walking around. They fell there one day and liked it. But they will rise, they will not stay there. The physicality is only here in Tercera, and upwards. Not down. Down is all ethereal. So, my brothers, strength, confidence. You are rising. You are being evolved, gradually, with each procedure we perform. And it's like I've been telling you, you're already a little. Much further ahead than the vast majority, who does not believe, who does not agree, thinks this is all nonsense. That's right, it's each person's decision. So here you are. Together. Practically everyone on the same level, but the pieces of it that are still down there will come up. Have no doubt about that. An ascension will be a very easy process for you. Because that's what I'm doing, preparing each one of you. You have no idea what each prayer you say does to your souls. You have no idea, because behind each prayer, there is an energy of treatment, it has an energy of evolution. So you don't know, they are not simple prayers, are treatments. And I tell you more, heavy treatments. If they were simple, if they were light, you wouldn't be feeling so much difference, so many things happening to you. So just believe. Embark on this journey and you will reach the fifth dimension, happy and calm. I am Archangel Michael. And I am here, always, beside each of you. Always giving strength. When the situation gets difficult, tight, call on me, and I will be at your side, immediately, to help you.